especially toward the end. I was feeling a strong presence of God. Deepa. I knew that was God speaking. I knew God wanted me to send him his book that day. I said, "It's okay, sweetie. I'm going to send him a book already because his name is in the book." He said, "Okay, woman of God." So when I got to the studio, I told Marvis, we have to send Professor Shamar and Pastor Isaac the book because I also acknowledge my cousin in the book. So Marvis mailed the book out. I am blended in her. Naboni abahazikish kobahania aha. He said, even when she's narrating, she's not the one narrating. He handobriani kubandia. Mm. Belema and Moses are similar. Belema and Moses are similar. Their assignments are similar. I am God. I have been speaking through her. Some of you still don't know when I'm speaking. Some of you have called me witch. Somebody said, "Oh, this is witchcraft." Mm. Mm. They are similar. Mm. She came to save a lot of people. That's why I gave her so much power. Mm. Mm. Don't worry. You will see. She hasn't even started yet. People will run to her for deliverance. Even people will mock her. They will run to her. I showed her a dream, a lady that she used to know when she was in the world, but she was among the people mocking her. I showed her a dream where the lady was looking for her. Yes, a lot of people will be looking for Belema to deliver them, to pray for them. Because I have put so much power in her. She understands her assignment. She doesn't care what anyone thinks about her. I want you to learn from her. Yes. Because some of you, when I give you an assignment, you listen to people. They discourage you. They try to make you do it differently. You know, I told her to get a spray bottle. I showed her dreams where she sprays water on people and they will get healed and delivered. Several dreams. I'm the one who told her to do that. I'm the one who told her to sit in her programs because I want her to do long hours. My son Jesus, he was sitting a lot. And you can see it in the Bible. That man, Bishop, He wanted to frustrate my daughter. He told her to stand through it all. Who does that? Nobody can stand for 12 hours or 24 hours. I gave her wisdom and she used it well. One day when she walked into her bathroom, I told her, I said, I gave you wisdom and you are using it well. And she said, how, Father? And I said, you sit at your programs when you have to. I say, if you were not sitting, you would not be able to go to so many countries and do so many hours. And just after that, Bishop started to fight her over that. Stop sitting in programs. Nobody from my ministry will sit in programs. You will be my wife. You will not sit in programs. You are lazy, that's why. And she said, but God told me in the bathroom that he gave me wisdom and I use it well. That I sit. He said, which God? You know why I like her telling you these things? So you can learn. You will face a lot of oppositions when you do things that I tell you to do. But you have to be stubborn. You have to stand your ground. You have to do what I tell you. I'm the one that gives you the assignment. I'm the one you need to obey. I am always watching. When I tell you to do something, when I tell you to do something and you rather listen to people, I am always watching. A lot of people have disobeyed me. That's why they get killed. That's why they die. Sometimes I will tell you to do something that is different from the way people do it. You have to obey me. I am God. You don't have to do it the way they do it. Everyone is different. I'm always watching. When you disobey me, I'm watching. When you refuse to listen to me, I am watching. Some of you fail your test. Somebody comes to you and tells you something, and immediately you forget what I told you to do. Who are you working for, them or me? Some of you, I have showed you things in your dreams, told you to do things. I've given you assignment. But you refuse to do them. Because somebody advised you. You listen to them. But I showed you dreams. I told you things. I sent my prophets to you. But you listen to somebody that doesn't even know me. Somebody that doesn't even hear my voice. You see Belemy? I love her. She doesn't need to tell anyone before she does what I tell her. Once I tell her to do something, she does it. Even the beginning of her ministry, she didn't tell anyone when she was going live. She heard me and she immediately obeyed. If she had called that man Bishop, he probably would have discouraged her from going. He probably would have said, oh, you are not ready. It's too soon. What do you know about preaching online? But she didn't call anyone. She didn't even tell her mother. But some of you, I give you an assignment, I tell you something, and you want to talk to everybody before you obey me. Hanuma, Hinyoha, Nebre, Hinusia, and then you wonder why your life It's like that. Mm. I gave her this message. Yes, understanding your assignment. Because a lot of you, I have given you assignments and you're not doing it. And some of you, I'm going to give you assignments. But I need you to know that when I tell you to do something, you have to do it. Some of you are, you love your jobs more than me. You will lose that job. When I tell you to do something and you use your job as an excuse, you will lose the job. When I tell you to do something and you use your marriage as an excuse, you will lose your marriage. When I tell you to do something and you use your children as an excuse, you will lose your children. I am God. I come first. When I tell you to do something, there is no excuse. You have to obey me. Otherwise, you will lose things. Mm. I have given some of you assignments. You are still sitting on it. Even as I'm speaking, some of you will remember. I have given some of you assignments. You haven't done it yet. I brought you here so you can learn from her. She obeys me, even if it will cost her life. Do you know Liberia was a dangerous assignment? This girl, she could have turned back and gone home when they canceled her venue, but she entered that plane, going to this country that she's never been to before, all because she wants to obey me. I had to show her that dream to strengthen her. It was dangerous. I made sure she didn't sleep. I held sleep. Yes, because they wanted to kill her. I wanted her to stay awake. They plotted a lot. They were surprised she came out alive. She didn't sleep for days. 5 days. How can somebody that does not even drink coffee stay for 5 days without sleeping and can still come to her program 12 hours, 3 days in a row, and she didn't feel sleepy? Only I can do this. I'm God. I took sleep away from her. Some of you, if you don't sleep for one day, you can't stay up. This woman did not sleep. When she went to Liberia from Wednesday till Monday, she didn't sleep. The only time she tried to sleep, they tried to choke her. I woke her up. She had angels in that room. It was a battle, but they couldn't kill her because it's not her time yet. She's unkillable. She was willing to die for me. Some of you advised her not to go. Some of you were scared for her. But she was ready to die because I sent her. You should learn. People don't do these things. They're worried about their life. Oh, I don't want to die. I'm too young. I don't. This woman is ready to die for my sake. Learn. If I send you somewhere, I will protect you. Did you see how I shamed them in Liberia? I brought out a lot of people. Even the airport welcome, that's the best she's ever had. I did that. I am God. I wanted them to know that I am with her. A lot of them could not believe it. I will do the same for you. If you remain faithful and obedient and focus on your assignment, do what I tell you to do. Stop listening to people. Don't worry about persecution. I will be with you always. I will go with you wherever you go. I will fight for you just like I fight for Belemy. But you have to obey me always. You have to live to please me. You have to do the assignments that I give you without fear. You have to trust that I can protect you. You have to believe that I am God. You have to believe that I am powerful. And I will do wonders in your life. I will do wonders in your ministry. Some of you missed some part of this video. Whenever she finishes the video, you need to make sure you watch from beginning if you missed it. Always catch up because you're going to need everything you learn here. I've told you this before. Take notes too. I'm making things easy for you. You can watch at the comfort of your home for free. Belemy doesn't milk you dry. She doesn't even ask for money. You're supposed to be giving your offerings. Some of you like to take, but you don't give. You don't give. Even my son Jesus, he was taking offerings when he preaches. The money is needed for my work. The money is needed for my work. Jesus had a lot of disciples. The money was needed for feeding, for paying for things. There were people that supported, but he had a lot of disciples. He had expenses. And from the offerings, they were able to take care of some of these things. This is my business. When you're getting blessed, you're supposed to give. So that when I send my assignments, my servants on assignments, they have money for the assignment without stressing. She's always preaching this to you. Don't wait till she tells you about offering. I lead a lot of you to give, but you don't listen to me. From today, when you give your tithes, make sure you give tithes and you give offerings. I've told Belemy to tell you this before. If your tithe is 10%, you need to have a small amount for offering. If you pay your tithe weekly, you pay your offering weekly. When I tell her to tell you to sow a seed, make sure you obey. People will sow in this ministry. I bless them. When you sow in the ministry of the false prophet, you are cursed. Your finances are tied. Your finances are caged. But it's not like that here. When you sow here, it will grow. You'll be blessed. Because I am here. Mm. Sometimes I send angels to put money. My daughter, don't you know that when she was going through persecution for the wall tour, some of the PayPal that she was receiving, there were angels that were sending it? Sometimes I send my angels to send her bulk money. She will see 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. Those are not from you guys. That's why she will never lack. Because even if you don't give her money, I will put money in her account myself. Because she has a lot to do. She's not going to come online begging for money for programs. She will never do that. Never. My servants don't go around begging. All of you that will grow from here, the way I'm using her is the way I will use you. I will lead people to give. And if they don't give, I will send my angels to put money in your account. But you will not go and be like the false prophets. You will not come online stressing people, always asking for money for programs. No. And even if I lead you to ask, I will lead people to give without complaining, without feeling manipulated. But I want people to see how I am different from them. Have you seen Belemy beg for money? She will be so rich, and the money is for my work. She doesn't like anything. She doesn't want anything because I made it so. Every money she gets will be for my work. She will go to many countries. It's expensive to travel, but I will provide money for all of that. Don't you wonder how she gets money? Some of you watching, you've never given an offering in this ministry, but she travels a lot. She blesses people in thousands of dollars. I am the one doing all these things. I am God. And I will do the same for you. Just learn from her. Her teachings are true. Learn from her. Even this assignments that I'm talking about. If I have told you to do something, begin to do it. And I will give you more assignments. Stop listening to people. Most of them don't even know me. I love all of you. I see everything you do. I hear everything you say. Those of you that are always celebrating her, that are doing the assignments for the vindication book, the book reading, the song, and all of that, I will reward you. Even those of you that have ordered for people, I will reward you. Vindication is my book. I will reward you. I will change your story. Every money you have spent to buy a book for people, oh, you will get it back even more. You see how I blessed Nellie? She got $8,000. How much did she spend? 300 and something. I show some examples to encourage you, to strengthen your faith. But I will do more for a lot of you here. Stay faithful. When I lead you, when you suddenly feel like doing something, I am the one leading you. Do it. and I will bless you. Vindication will go far. I've showed her in dreams many things that people will do with the book. Even children, they will teach them using the book. Vindication will go far. Sometimes in a room, they will begin to read vindication. And people will begin to throw up. My angels will begin to touch people. They will vomit. They will get healed just from somebody reading the book. Things will happen. And the word will spread. And people will want to do it in their meetings too. Ah. Everything I'm saying will come to pass. And then they will know that vindication is my book. Don't worry. Just get the book and you'll be amazed the things that I will do. But you have to believe. If you don't believe, I can't do anything for you. Just believe. Sometimes if you don't feel right, if you're sick, just put the book on your belly and say a short prayer and you will feel instantly relieved. If you wake up from a bad dream sometimes, you pray, you can read a page in vindication. Anytime you have a leading to read it, just read it and believe. And I will do wonders in your life. But you have to believe. I put so much power in this book. I will use it to shame people that called my daughter names. I am God. I have spoken. Thus saith the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. This room is so bright. Wow. Oh my God, this was a long one. I don't know. Whenever God finished speaking, my eyes, it's like it's just bright